Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, and welcome to today's live trading session. Uh, and good morning to some of you that are where probably those that are viewing us online that maybe this is just their morning. All right. And good evening to those of you also that your time frame, your time this evening. Okay. All right. So, but then generally to everybody, every one of us, hope you're doing all right. Okay, so there's actually been something that I've been doing since this month. I don't know how many of you are aware of that. I don't know how many of you are aware of that, which is this 10% daily target. I don't know how many of you are aware of that. Though there is a clause to it, sure, but it is something that we've been doing to actually where I normally run it every uh annually. Okay, it's something that runs mostly from September to October, maybe first or second week of October, but it's mostly September. All right. So and it's currently going on. Okay, so if you're not aware of that, if you've not been part of it, because this morning on was also awesome. In fact, it was awesomely awesome, and it's not depending on that kind of trade. It's more of an instant execution where you just enter the trade and watch it give you some good profit within a short period of time. So the plan is that you make about 5% in the morning and make about 5% in the afternoon. Okay, so at least that will amount you to 10% of your capital on daily basis. All right, so it's actually been a perfect entry, and most times also some lots recommended or lot sizes are actually recommended based on the capital that you have. All right, so if you've not been part of this, okay, so you can actually reach out to your account manager to give you details about that. But there is a clause to it. That's why I say maybe the reason why you've not been part of it is probably because maybe the amount you have is not up to that, or maybe something. Okay. So there is definitely something that is wrong. That's why you're not aware of that. But if you meet all the requirements, I think you should actually be part of it. Okay. All right. And some even has actually been taking advantage of it, even when they know that they have not gotten to that extent. But maybe going forward, it might probably stop. But just ask your account manager what it's all about. Take advantage of it because it's something that it's only for this month, all right? And maybe just extends to maybe first or second week of next month. And it's actually what we do every single year. So next year, by this time, we're also going to be doing it. Okay. So take advantage of the 10% daily target. It's like a contest. All right. And if you make the money, you're making it for yourself. Okay. So use this opportunity to take advantage of something like that because since it's just a one-off kind of thing, it will always give you opportunity to make some good amount of money within the period. So if you had actually started with us from the beginning of the month, by now you should have also already because the plan is that at the end of the month you should be able to make up to 150% of your capital. Then enjoy with the 50, take it out and then continue, start up again with that same capital that you had earlier on. Okay, so to get more information about it or how it runs actually, just um said I haven't been. Please reach out to me personally. All right, reach out to me personally and then send me your email address. I'll find out who your account manager is. I should be able to reach out to him or her on your behalf. Okay. It's possible that the person is actually out of office. So I need to find out before I make any conclusion on that. But just do well. Please send it to me personally. All right. Send it to me personally. I just said hello to you. Okay. So forward it to me just like that. Okay. I would find out who your account manager is and also reach out to him or her and then get you involved in it because it's really going to help. For some of you that have been taking part of it, how was this morning on? I don't know how many persons that are here that have actually been taking advantage of that particular 10% daily target. But if you have, you can of course you should be able to know this morning on was perfect. All right. And it was an instant trading kind of thing. It's not even like okay, you start setting up pending orders and just give you an instant execution and then with a take profit point. And it's been a good experience. Okay, so you might want to take part of it. And once you have the kind of account that is permitted for it, why not? You should be able to take part in it. You always have issue with the oh, I'm so sorry about that. And the morning on always come between 8 to 8:10, 8 o'clock in the morning to 8:10 in the morning. Then the afternoon on, of course, comes later in the day. All right. So it comes later in the day. It can be around 1, it can be around 2, it can be around 3. So at least for afternoon, you probably might have more time. But in the morning, it's already between 8 o'clock in the morning, or let's say between 7:50 in the morning till around 8:10 in the morning. Okay. All right, so that is actually what we're talking about. So it's a 10% daily target, 5 in the morning and 5 in the afternoon. You see, with this kind of strategy, you don't really need to struggle yourself to meet up. Just imagine someone that has about 50,000 naira. You're not struggling. So what you're just targeting is that if I can make about 5K on daily basis, you'll be fine. And you're comfortably making such an amount. You, of course, for someone that has this thing, it might be more this thing, but it means that you're just going to be targeting 5,000 naira. But if you actually have some really good amount of money, but it is not actually open to people that have such an account, it's mostly for VIP clients. Let me just state that clearly. All right, so it's mostly for VIP clients. So just imagine you have something of 1 million in your account or 1 million plus, and you're having 10% of that amount. It means that you're targeting about 100,000 naira. So, and what is your target? 50K in the morning, 50K in the afternoon. You can easily meet such. All right, you can easily meet such. Don't worry. Let's get to our training. Let's go to our analysis. When we're done, before we end the meeting, then by then most people would have joined. Then we'll talk about this particular thing again. All right, all right. So, would okay, so what I will do is that after the meeting, there is no need of bombarding the chat this thing with messages. What we'll do is that after the class, after trading today, before I end, I will talk about this again so that everybody would hear it. Okay, everybody would hear it. So I wouldn't want to. Okay. All right, I don't worry, I won't forget. So can we now go to the business of the day? All right, so no need. Okay, I will talk about that when everyone has joined, because I think it's actually a mistake to even start talking about it when a lot of persons were in. All right, and now they're just hearing it, and then they have been like, "Oh, what is going on here?" All right, so now today has actually been a very good trading day. No fundamental, so almost all the trades has been on technical and front, and it's really been an awesome period. All right, so let's just quickly check if there is really no fundamental, just a confirmation per se. All right, just a confirmation per se. So let's look at what we currently have on our table, and also know how we can take advantage of something like that. And okay, so there, let me just share my screen. Let me just share my screen. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I believe you should be able to see my screen right now. Should be able to see my screen right now. Okay, sorry about that. There are. Okay, just a quick one. Please, if your video is on, do well to turn it off. I have quite a number of persons who their videos are on, and I'm trying to turn everything off at the same time. So please, if your video is on, do well to turn it off. I will try to see as many as I can do from here, but do well to turn off your video, because it's most likely will be blocking both my screen and the screen of other persons that are participating. But so do well. Okay, I've seen this one off, and then this one off. Okay, I think I've done that over here. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead. All right, so this is actually my screen, and today the only news that came out is what was it called, the Chinese yen new loans. Okay, and it came out very much positive, and that actually means that, and from here it says the actual greater than expected is good for the economy. All right, on the new loan, say the value of yen dominated loans issued by the consumers. Sorry, issued to consumers. Now, when you have loans that are mostly on yen, okay, when you have yen dominated loans, okay, when you have such loans, it is a good for the economy. All right, when you have such loan, it is good for the economy. And of course, it actually came out positive, means that there are more loans issued with yen to consumers than those issued with dollar. All right, of course, you have dollar loans, you have other currency pairs, you have even commodity loans. But this particular one is those loans dominated by yen. Of course, it's actually good for the economy. And of course, you know that economy actually thrives more on loans too. When you have a couple of central of commercial banks, they actually enjoy customers collecting loans from them, if I'm not mistaken, than just coming to deposit. All right, so that is the same thing applicable in this particular regard. So said more volume. I think it's not actually from my end because I believe that some other persons can actually yeah, you can. Of course, there is what's it called, dollar this thing. There is dollar yen, sorry, dollar CNY. Of course, there is, but it's not actually called CNY on the chart. It is called CHN. All right, CHN. All right, so you can check it out. I think I will show you before we go to the next one. Even a euro yen, of course, those ones are there. Remember, on Forex Factory, it is showing as CNY, but on the chart, it is showing as CHN. That is actually one of the reasons why some persons don't know what it is. All right, and it came out positive. So that's the only news that came out today. Okay, that's the only news that came out today. But let's take a look at what we have on our Forex Factory. And first of all, let's confirm the name of the dollar right there. Dollar CNH. Let's just, that is a USDCHN. USDCHN, USDCHN. Let me just search USDCHN. Okay, so all right. I think I just removed it from my chart this afternoon. It was on my chart, but since I wasn't trading it, I just removed it. All right, I will actually look for it, but it's just, I know it's here. It was a USDCH, and that is the name on US dollars and Chinese yen. Okay, so you can check it out yourself, and you should be able to. It is an instrument that you want to trade on. Trust me, you would want to trade on it. It's actually, volatility is top notch. Every other thing, it's just perfectly well. Okay. So you can try that out and tell me your response. Okay, you can try that out and tell me your response. Okay, so let's just go ahead. I would come back to that maybe when I'm done and when we're able to locate that. Okay, so that being said, let's now take a look at CNH. Right? See, I said CHN, Abby. It's CNH rather. Okay. Now today we're going to be looking at, of course, the dollar index has. Let me show you something on 1 hour time frame on dollar index. Now, dollar index is actually headed back to 104.474. 104.474. Now, if you actually track, if you give this particular record, you will discover that dollar had a gap down this morning. All right, early hours of today, dollar had a gap down. Okay, and that particular gap, it has not been covered yet, and you've been having more of a sell. And of course, a lot of analysts are actually saying that today dollar is going to be more of a sell direction rather than a buy. It's going to be more of a sell rather than a buy, and I am actually going with that particular notion. All right, so and this is actually where I'm going to be setting up my trade, my take profit. So I'll be going in for a sell on dollar, taking my profit at here. But when price gets here, what I'll do is that I'm going to enter a pending or what's it called, a buy limit. So I'm going to be entering a sell first, take my profit, then I'll go for a buy instantly. So that being said, this is actually where I'm taking up a sell. I'm going in for a sell on dollar index at the current market price, and my take profit is going to be at price 104.500. 0.104, or that is 104.500. Then when it gets to that point, what I mean is that going in for a sell and let's say with 0.05, then going in for a sell and then setting my take profit at price 104.500. 104.500. And then I will also set up a sell limit, a buy limit from, so go to pending order, a buy limit, of course. So price is going to be also 104.500. All right. And my take profit can now be this current market price also. That is 104.591. 591. Okay, so do you see? This is actually what I'm doing. Now I have set up a sell from here coming to 104.500. And then I've also set up a buy limit from this point coming all this way up. Now, so that what it's going to do for me is that it will take it will go for a sell first, take profit for the sell, and then when it gets to my take profit, it automatically picks up my buy and then start going back up. The reason for this is because looking at this particular trend channel right here, you will see that this particular trade is having the potentiality of still going down, having a push down, get to this point. And of course, this is already giving us a trend channel, which shows that when price gets here, it's most likely going to be going up. And this is on 15 minutes time frame. On 15 minutes time frame, you're going to be seeing more of a sell. All right. And then from here, it's going to be pushing back up. And even if we're going to be using this particular order indicator to examine it, it's most likely going to be giving us the same kind of information. Now, this is it. All right. Now, it is giving you on almost all fronts, almost all the time frames, you're seeing almost all the time frames, you're seeing a buy apart from you're seeing a sell apart from daily time frame. Daily time frame is the only one that is giving you a full of a buy, a more of a buy rather. But on 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, and 4 hours, all are more of a sell direction. So this trade, best thing you can do is enter a sell, then take your profits within that price level. And then from that price level again, you follow up a buy. But instead of it, you just keep on waiting, set up a... No, this is not CHN. This is dollar index. Oh boy. What I'm talking about is dollar index, USD IDX. The CHN I was just showing you just for the sake of it. But for this particular trade we were setting up is dollar index. It is dollar index. And I said that for dollar index, I'm going to be going in for a sell at the current market price. I'll be going in for a sell at the current market price, and my take profit is 104.500. 104.500. If you remember, I said 104.500. Then from there, I'll be going in for 104.500. That's so somewhere 104.500 is my take profit. All right. But from this particular take profit point, I'll be going in for instant buy also. And that buy is going to come up to this point, which is 104.650. 104.650. So I am doing two things. I am setting up instant sell immediately, and I'm setting up a buy limit. So enter sell and also enter a buy limit. So that is exactly what I did. Enter sell and enter a buy limit. Okay. All right. So going in forward to Euro USD. Euro USD on 5 minutes time frame, I will also be going in for a buy on 5 minutes time frame. But before I enter the buy, I will allow it to go above this particular verified resistance on 5 minutes time frame. If you check it out, if you check this particular trade on 1 hour, you discover that this particular trade, it's actually also headed to a verified profit on 1 hour. But to be on a safe side, to be honest, I actually feel that this particular trade is even going to do better than what I just mentioned. I'm actually looking at it for a buy. I'm looking at that it's even going to break above this particular point that it is currently on. All right. So that 5 minute, this particular resistance on 5 minutes time frame, I might not be putting that into full account. But the only thing I will be doing is that I'm going to be giving you a stop loss just to be on a safe side. So for dollar index right now, I'll be going in for a buy, and my take profit is going to be at price 1.07393. 1.07393. It's going to be my entry position, and that is my stop loss rather. My take profit actually. What am I saying? Let me just repeat what I said now. For dollar index, I am going in for instant buy. All right. My take profit for the buy is at price 1.07393. 1.07393. That is where my take profit is going to be. But my stop loss is just going to be down at this level, which is at price 1.07199. Okay, hope you got that. So that is on Euro USD. So Euro USD, we are buying on Euro USD, and the take profit is 1.07393, and the stop loss is 1.07199. Okay, so that is it. This is Euro USD. Are people even getting me at all? The first one I analyzed was USD IDX, which is dollar index, but this current one is on Euro USD. All right, so I said I'll be going in for Euro USD, and my Euro USD is a buy. All right, my buy is at the current market price, getting to 1.07393. Okay, so that is that for that. And of course, to my favorite instrument, USD JPY. All right, for my this particular trade on USD JPY, I'll be going in for, of course, you know, one thing about USD JPY, as I always tell you, just find a perfect position and follow up with a buy. But this particular trade, do you really think you're going to be seeing more of a buy today? All right, with every single thing that I've actually been going on, I'm actually looking at it to be able to recover this particular trade right here, to recover the gap down. But I don't really see how far that is going to be going for today. But first of all, let's take a look at it on 5 minutes time frame. All right, on 5 minutes time frame, you will see that this particular, is actually giving up a little bit of a buy momentum, but then I will not be going in with that immediately. I will not be going in with that. So if I'm going to be going in for a buy, I'll just be taking up a very short sell and buy, and then taking up my profit at around here. But when you check it out on 1 hour time frame, this is what you're actually going to be getting, a little bit of a retracement, just getting to this point. But I personally, I am actually looking out for more of a buy. Oh, sorry, a sell. Now, how will I say that? Let's take a look at it on this indicator. Do you understand? This indicator is giving us 30 minutes, fine. 30 minutes is giving us a buy direction, or 1 hour is giving us a buy direction. But in a general setting, I am not actually looking out for a lot of buys on this instrument. I'm not looking out for a lot of buy. Rather than, I will still be going in for a sell on them. I'll still be going in for a sell on them. So that being said, going back here, I would just say that I'm going in for a sell on USD JPY. It's currently buying. Yes, it's currently buying. But I'll be going in for a sell on it. I'll be going in for a sell on USD JPY. Yes. Now, reason is because if you check through the process, you discover that the sell is actually giving the direction is already on a sell. All right. That particular buy you're seeing is just a little bit of a retracement, and you don't want to just trade on retracement. So I personally, I'll be going in for a sell on this instrument. All right, I'll be going in for a sell, and my sell position is at the current price. Yes, current price for sell, and my take profit is going to be at price 146.029. Now, the thing is that generally with the current candle, it is not, the current candle is not a sell. The current candle is buying. All right, the current candle is buying. So it's going to push up a little bit. So when it's going up, don't panic too much. Don't panic. All right. So this particular candle is going to push up a little bit, but that does not mean this trend is going to be a buy trend. Just don't panic. But you can go in for a sell. All right. Let the take profit be just at price 146.096. 146.096. That should be your take profit point. So you can go in for a sell on USD JPY. Then that particular price level, 146.096, should be your take profit point. All right. Like I said, the current candle is currently buying. So don't panic, even if it's going up. All right. Even if it's going up, don't panic. Okay. So that is the best thing you can do for yourself. All right. And let's quickly go to GBP USD. GBP USD, yes, I'm actually going in for a buy on GBP USD. I'm going in for a buy on GBP USD. All right. All right, GBP USD, it's going to be on a buy. Let's just take a look at this in with using a clip. Of course, this is actually how it looks like. This is 1 hour time frame on GBP USD. I'm actually looking at GBP USD to get up to where my take profit should be on GBP USD is at price 1.25569. That is my TP for GBP USD. 1.25569. 1.25569. That is actually where. So I'm actually expecting dollar to lose some strength this today, but then from tomorrow you're going to be seeing a bouncing back on dollar. We're going to be seeing dollar bouncing back. All right, so don't use today as a yardstick to determine the strength of dollar. Dollar is going to be bouncing back pretty much before the end of today till tomorrow. But for this afternoon, let's go in for a buy on dollar. So sorry, let's go in for a sell on dollar. So that means GBP USD, I'll be buying. My TP for GBP USD is at price 1.25569. 1.25569. Okay. All right, so let's go to the next one. All right, so GBP USD, we said is going to be on a buy. All right, now this particular trade is USD CAD, and over the period, USD CAD has actually been proven to also be on an uptrend. All right, USD CAD has been on an uptrend, and of course, it is still going to be pushing towards the direction. And if you're following this, you discover that this particular trade is already at a trend line. All right, it's already dancing on a trend line. And this particular trend line, I'm going to be seeing a little bit of a reversal from this trend line. But of course, because of the weakness in dollar for today, you might not really be seeing a fast falling USD CAD. All right, you're not going to be seeing a fast rushing USD CAD. So you're going to be seeing a little bit of a rebound. So this particular one, the best option for anyone trading on USD CAD is you can actually follow up now. Remember that if you're following on USD CAD, just know that you're going to be following a longer trend. You're going to be following a longer trend. So it is not the kind of thing that you just enter and then expect it to give you profit immediately. So if you're following USD CAD, know that it is going to stay for a longer period of time. Hope you got that. And that being said, it's either you enter instant buy at the current market price, or set up a sell limit. Set up a buy limit rather at this particular point. Okay, so instant buy on USD CAD or a buy limit. So that buy limit should be at price 1.25578. 1.25578. So two things is either you're following instant buy or setting up a buy limit at price 1.25578. And the take profit is actually going to be a very long one, which is heading up all to this point, 1.36049. All right, so this most likely going to be the last currency we'll be looking at for before we go to the next one. So let me explain this again. USD CAD is on an uptrend. Okay, this is 1 hour time frame, and I've zoomed it out. Now, if you even check my trend line, it is giving us a very much stable direction, a buy. Okay, and this particular one is headed to this point, and it has gotten here already. So this is most likely where the market is going to get to before any bounce off. All right, but on daily time frame, it will be heading here. But so from here, where it is now, we're going to be expecting a further push up actually from here. But I told you that the best option you can use is set up a limit order at the tip of this particular point, which is 1.25578. Right now, this particular one is safer than entering instant buy. So set up a buy limit from this point. I hope you got that. A buy limit on USD CAD, and the entry position for the buy limit should be at price 1.35578. 1.35578. So that is the trade for this particular one. All right, I said a buy limit. All right, and the buy limit price is at price 1.35578. All right, so that is that for USD CAD. So if you're a scalper and you know how to scalp, just go on 5 minutes time frame and then follow this particular sell from where it is all the way down to that point. So that is actually why I gave you that. So it means that if this is going to be a buy for USD CAD and that buy is going to be from here, so it means that all this way down on smaller time frame is going to be a sell. So go to 5 minutes time frame, follow the sell to the entry position, then now take off the buy, just like we did on USD IDX. So quickly, let's rush to let's go to gold and 5 minutes. So we're going to be following on 5 minutes time frame. So for gold and US 30, for US 100, I'm going to be going in for a buy. In fact, all the indices for this afternoon, I'll be going in for a buy on all indices. So US 30, US 100, I'll be going in for a buy on all of them. All right. So for US 30, it's going to be a buy. And for especially US30, yeah, you can actually follow US30 on a buy. It's going to still be pushing up. Even on, but on gold, I'm going, yeah, gold, I'll also be going in for a buy on gold. Yeah, I'll be going in for a buy on gold. Now, I told you that dollar is not very much at its best. So with that in mind, I'll be going in for a buy on gold. US 100 also, I'll be going in for a buy on US 100. US 2002, I'll be going in for a buy on US 2000. So for dollar and for all the indices, for gold, yeah, I'm going in for a buy on gold. Checking out on 5 minutes time frame, of course, it's already giving us the buy momentum. Then for US30, also on 5 minutes time frame, you could see, yeah, it's still going to push up. This particular buy you're seeing here, it will still push up. It's still going to be having a very good push up. So for US 100 also, it's also going to be a buy for me. It's also going to be a buy for me. For US 100, it's also a buy for me. And for US 2000, yes, I'll also be going in for a buy on US 2000. So for US 100, US 30, US 2000 and gold, yes, I'm going to be buying this afternoon. Now, even if you experience any retracements, don't be in a haste to close up your trade. Now, if you check it out on 1 hour time frame, that is where you're going to be seeing the perfect example of what I'm talking about. The trade is on a buy trend and is going to go pretty high from this particular point. So don't be in a haste to close up your trade. Okay, don't be in a haste to close up your trade. It's actually going to be going now. Gold on 5 minutes time frame just broke above a particular resistance. Now, if you also check it out on 1 hour time frame, you notice that it's also bouncing in between here. But now, the most important thing is that dollar is actually very weak today. So if dollar is going to be that weak, it means that every other supporting instrument most likely would be strong. That is why you're saying US30 is having a massive push up. US 2000 already, if you're on US 2000 trade, you should already know that you're on a massive profit. US 100 is also going to be doing the same thing. Gold might dance in between first before pushing up, but it is a buy. So don't be left out on the trade. So for gold, it's a full buy for this afternoon for gold. So can take advantage of it and enjoy the ride. Gold is going in for a buy for this afternoon. If you're on US30, you should have already been on a very good profit. US 100, you should also be on a very good profit because these instruments are all the way up to that level. So the instruments are all pushing up. Okay. So someone is asking for TP for gold. Instead of when you enter, you can just do price stacking and then take your profit. But just to be on the safe side, you can just put up your TP at price 1931.62. 1931.62 is a perfect position for you to take your profit on gold. It's not a bad position. 1931.62, it's perfect for TP. But for US 100, US 30, if you're on a good profit, of course you can always close up anytime. Okay. And US 2000 also, yeah, even though you're having a retracement on US 2000, it is still going to go up. US 2000 will still go up. Now, take a look at it on 1 hour time frame and see what I'm talking about. It actually broke above this particular resistance. Okay, so sorry, it is a resistance, a verified resistance. It went above it. So this particular retracement, sell retracement you're seeing, it is just more of a cliche. Now you're going to be seeing a further push up actually. So if you want to make money, yeah, don't be in a haste. Please, I will appreciate if you write all the entries for USD card here. Ma'am or sir, I can't really place if it's a lady or because I know both male and female business name. I can't be talking and also be writing at the same time. That particular one I just wrote is just for the sake of it. I can't be typing and I can't be talking and also be typing at the same time. All right. So that is why I need you can actually write down all those entries for yourself. So the one that you don't need entries, you can always enter them instantly. So for USD card, I told you that USD card, what I was going to be doing is I was going to be taking up a buy limit. All right. I also told you that instead of you to just hold on and wait for the buy limit, just go to 5 minutes time frame, enter the sell and follow it down to the entry position, which is exactly what has happened. Now look at it. It's sold from all this way down to this point. So this is the entry position I told you about, 1.35578. That is the entry position for the buy limit. But I said go to smaller time frame, take advantage of that sell that is going to happen before it gets to that point. Then from that point, you can now buy. So the buy entry is at 1.35578. The take profit is 1.36049. Remember, it's a buy limit. Okay. So all right. So currently, it's already 235. Let's just take on agro commodities. Then we'll come back and discuss what I said we're going to be discussing before. Please don't be in a haste to log out, because there are things I wanted to tell everybody. That is when everyone has is online. But I think we all are in here. So for great, perfect. All right. For US, for soybean, I'll be going in for a buy on soybean. But for wheat and corn, I'll be going in for a sell. For soybean, I'll be going in for a buy. Soybean, I'll be going in for a buy. Wheat, I'll be going in for a sell on wheat. I'll be going in for a sell on wheat. For corn, corn also is going to be on a buy with wheat. So please don't jump into a sell on corn. Rather, follow corn and soybean is going to be a buy, please. Corn and soybean is a buy. Wheat is a sell. Corn and let me take it again. Why am I calling this corn? Corn and soybean, it's a buy, but wheat is a sell. So for wheat, you can actually follow it on the sell. Now I use the ADX to check it out. All right, my ADX is actually giving me, now ADX is one of those indicators that can actually give you a very good entry. Let's be honest, it can give you a very good entry for corn, wheat, and soybean. All right. I know that you probably might be looking at it as if it's not a technical instrument, but sometimes it actually works. So check it out and see. So for soybean, it's a buy. All right, soybean is a buy for me. All right, corn also is going to be a buy, but wheat is going to fall into a deep share, which is going to sell. All right, so fast before I forget, now I said there is something that is currently going on, which we are currently running. That is what we call 5%, 10% daily target. Is like more of a context that we're doing. Is more of like a context. So that context is every single day we are targeting 5% of our profit, of our capital as profit in the morning, and then 5% in the afternoon. All right, so we make 5% in the morning and we make 5% in the afternoon, but it's mostly for VIP clients. All right, that is because we're looking at, okay, at least every single day, in the morning you should be able to make about 50,000 naira in your 1 million naira account, and of course in the afternoon you should be able to also make about 50,000 naira on your 1 million account. So it means that you're targeting 100,000. And for someone that has 1 million naira in your account, it's actually much easier to make up to 100,000 naira as a daily target once you don't over leverage your account and you use an appropriate lot size. And of course, some of those trades are being sent to you directly. All right, or you also be shown how some of those trades are done. All right, so it's just for you to follow up the updates on daily basis. I think you should actually be able to make up the profit. So check I'll get across to your account manager, find out if you actually what is it called, if you're much if you actually, should I use the word, if you're qualified for that. So once you are, I think you should actually be able to take advantage of it, and you should be able to also make some good profit from that particular entry. So he said, what is the reward for the context? Just imagine you are making 5% in the morning, 5% in the afternoon. Every single day, you're making 10% of your capital. It means that at the end of the month, you should be able to make up to 150% of your capital. Is that not enough reward? You're not giving us the money. The money that the profit you're making, you're not giving it to us. It is yours. So this is just something we're doing just to help our clients to actually make some profit. So if you're looking for another reward from it, other than the profit that you're actually making, oh boy, that was gonna be but there's no any reward. The reward is the profit that you're going to be making. Okay, the reward is the profit you're going to be making. All right, so that is that for today. All right, so if you have any further information, some of you have already been getting those trades, and mostly they are instant trades. They are not like a kind of a penny order. Most of them are actually instant trading. I said you should send me your details, but I didn't get your response. All right, if you send me your details, I'll be able to find out who your account manager is. Okay, so okay, so that is going to be all for today. And if you have any question or anything that you want to get to know, you can always reach out to your account manager, and do well to join our Telegram channel, and also do well to watch most of the trainings that we do on via our YouTube channel. All right. So just in case if you miss any of the sessions, you can always be part of it on the YouTube channel. All right. So that is that for. Okay. So let me just take one question. Okay. Now what we're doing is not actually for any account that is not mostly for the VIPs. All right. So let's at least give the VIPs some opportunities to enjoy what they've always should have actually been enjoying. All right. So that is that for today. And if you have any other question or any other inquiries about it, do well to reach out to your account manager and get all the necessary informations or details you'll be needing. All right. But once you're qualified for that, sure, you should actually be able to join us and make some good profit from it. All right. So that is that for today. And have a lovely day and enjoy the remaining part of your day. Now, tomorrow there is going to be massive volatilities coming up from tomorrow. There's going to be some fundamentals also that is going to be coming out by tomorrow. And yeah, some of them are going to be actually in the afternoon. So do well to join us on time while we take advantage of some of those trades. Thank you, everybody, for joining in today. Any further information or inquiries that you need, you can always reach out to your account manager. And yeah, sure. What's it called? Gold is still going to be pushing up. US 100 should still be pushing up. Let me take a look at it on US 100 quickly. US 100, where are you? All right, great. Yeah, US 100 is still going to actually push up. If you don't be in a haste to close up the trade. Now, go to 1 hour time frame. Use your ADX indicator to give you exactly what you need to know on that US 100. Okay, so I believe by now, so you've also probably made a good profit on US 30, and I believe no issues on US 30. US 2000 also, you should not have any issue with that because those ones actually pushed up massively. And for gold, yeah, gold is still going to push up a little bit more before any other further thing. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and do have a lovely day.